With Falcon football coach Matt Walker. And Matt, the Falcons had a big win out at Raymer Field on Saturday, 16-13 in overtime against La Crosse. Could you talk about that game?
Well, it was clearly a big one for us, and similar to the win the week before, a special one because it took everybody. It was a team win as much as I've ever seen. It was a, I hate to say, I mean, if you're an average fan, it was kind of a boring game to watch, but it was the win was tougher than you thought, and to throw the football was difficult. Two good defenses and two teams trying to put their teams in a position to let their defense win games, and so you saw two teams trying to grind out the clock a little bit, and again, to throw it downfield was more of a challenge, and people could tell because of the wind. And but just I was proud of our guys for our effort, and I told them last night the one thing that I talked to a lot of colleagues about is how to get their guys to play hard and motivate them to finish plays. And it's the one thing here that, boy, I just don't have to worry about. Our effort is high, and our kids are, boy, they're dedicated and bought in and finishing plays. And I thought the other thing that was nice is we've had some trouble making big plays in big moments, and it's just happening now. And again, it's a thing that I can't explain, and it's nothing. I don't want any credit. I haven't done anything different. We've continued our process, but guys are stepping up, and we need big plays. We're getting them. So this was a team win as much as it gets. I thought the other thing, I think we won the kick. We talk a lot about the kick game around here and special teams, and we know we're going to be in close games every week in this league, and I think that our kick game came through for us big on Saturday, and maybe was the edge for the win.
Looking at the players of the week, Matt, on the offensive side, Nick Zimmerman, running back, had a career-best game for the Falcons, rushed for 91 yards, also caught 2 passes for 25 yards, returned a kickoff for 24 yards, all-purpose yards. He set an individual record for himself and the rushing record for himself. Could you talk about Nick's play?
Yeah, he had a big play. We moved Nick over. We with some injuries and stuff on offense, we were looking for some explosiveness, and we have a good secondary group with Kyle Kittle and Robbie Flom at corner, and had the ability to move one of them over, and thought that Nick played some running back in high school, and it was a good natural move for us to get some explosion and speed on offense. And he's still learning, but really came through, hit the big run that kind of flipped the field, and was the big one for us on the 45-yard run, and had a big third down conversion on a little swing that he caught and had to make 2 guys miss, and kind of the reason we moved him, we got those results yesterday. And it was one of those games where other guys had solid games as well, and that don't show up in the scorebook. I mean, I think we played very solid up front. Our tight end Wade Smothers played his best game he's ever played in the blocking game, and Ryan Kusilek didn't put up any numbers at all pass-wise, but just managed the game and kept us where we needed to be. Got us in a lot of right plays that the average fan can't see, and did a good job there. So, but yeah, Nick's performance was good and big and important for us moving forward.
On the defensive side, linebacker Zach Loos was named the player of the week. He had 9 solo tackles, led the Falcons in that category, also had a sack. And, of course, in the overtime, blocked the 33-yard field goal attempt that sealed the Falcons' win. Could you talk about Zach's play?
Yeah, boy, he's really played well the last 2 weeks. He's had a solid season, but the last 2 weeks he's really juiced it up. Had, like I said, almost had 10 tackles and a sack, a tackle for a loss. He's had a lot of production for us, and the block kick at the end obviously was huge. But it's exciting to see him. He's a dedicated kid, like I mentioned about a lot of our guys, but he's one of our emotional and passionate leaders that we have, and it's really exciting to see him play well. And again, that defense, we could have handpicked a bunch of different guys, again, that didn't maybe put up a lot of numbers, but guys like Nick Jacobson and Chris Crack, and guys that get double teamed and hammered all day inside, and allowing those linebackers to run and make hits. And as you could see, defensive back-wise, they could not throw the football on us, and just a quietly unbelievable job covering guys downfield with almost no signs of vertical pass game out of them because of our corners and safeties. So a lot of guys played well in defense.
On the special team side, Matt, Ryan Kusilek was the player of the week. He kicked, of course, the 3 field goals, 23 yards, 31 yards with about 3 minutes in the game left in regulation to tie it up, and, of course, a 38-yarder in overtime. Also kicked 1 extra point, which in an overtime game is huge for any team. Also had 4 kickoffs, and 2 of those went for touchbacks. Could you talk about the special teams play of Ryan?
Yeah, you say all that, and it sounds like it'd be easy to pick him as the guy, but it was actually tough. You got 2 block kicks. Jacobson gets the one there to seal the overtime, and then Loos there at the end to win it. I thought our punter downs 2 inside the 10, one of them at the 2-yard line, has almost a 40-yard average. a bunch of other guys flying around making time. I mean, we had, again, back to what I said before, a great day in the kit game, and really excited about our performance there. But I think he had to give it to Ryan with those field goals, not just field goals, with some pressure ones, game on the line type stuff, and not chip shots. And with that wind, again, he had to drive a couple balls in there into the wind. So that was big for us, and we're going to have to keep winning the kit game. I think it's going to have to be the edge for us. And we're going to be in close games these remaining two here, and that kit game wet, that's huge for you in close football games.
Matt, looking ahead, the Falcons will go for their third straight win on Saturday, going to UW-Stout, 1 o'clock kickoff at Nelson Field. What do you know about the Blue Devils?
Another very solid football team. We're going to be in for another dogfight again. I know another group here that I'm sure is frustrated with the win-loss record because they're a better football team than what that shows. And we talked a lot about that with our guys, and I think our guys understand that. We've been in that position before around here not too long ago, and still kind of are, and trying to fight that ourselves. But very good and physical up front. They're simple with their schemes on both sides, but doing very well. I think they're well coached. I have a lot of respect for Clayton and his group and what they do there. They got some skill guys that with the ball in their hands can be dangerous if you don't bring them down. So, again, not to short Stout, but it's another Wackapo. I mean, this league is we could all be putting the different jerseys. It doesn't matter who you're playing. It's a dogfight every single week, and as we told our guys, we got to refill the gas tank again. And later, the later you go in the year, the harder and harder it gets to do. You're bumped and bruised and hurting, and we got injured guys, and we gotta get ready again because it's going to be a war.
Matt, thanks for your time. We'll talk to you next week.
Thank you.